most of the people audience here must be a horticulture professional. So I would be sharing some of my experience across India while doing agriculture, horticulture consultancy business. So lots of challenges are in the horticulture. As you know, there are no minimum support price, seasonal glut, lots of things comes when any farmer want to opt for the horticulture. But at the same time, if you see last 7 years, consequently, our horticulture production has been surpassed the field production, means traditional crop like wheat, paddy, mustard, sugarcane. So that clearly shows that there is a much more scope. And since our land holding is small also, the horticulture is much more remunerative in comparison to the field crop. But of course, there is a more profit than more risk also. So those kind of experience I would like to share here. So just about our journey, myself, Dr. Akhilesh Kumar, I'm based in Karnal in Haryana, and I'm PhD in plant science, and then I did my postdoc from Israel. And then after coming back, I started my extension experience journey from first endogyne project, which is situated at Karnal at Khanauda. And then I realized what are the gaps in India and why our people are not able to cope up with the horticulture extension properly. And she is my partner, and she is currently based in US, and we both were working at Gharoda, and we realized that there is need of field extension at farmer field rather than showing them one demonstration center from one place. These are my expert profile. We have lots of expert of different domain. And of course, since I had been in Israel and these Israeli people, they have worked in India. So we are working with those kind of identity so that I can always bring the cutting edge technology and we can customize as per our local environment or local requirement in India. So sometimes that also become integral part of any agribusiness. So this is our journey so far. We started in 2016 onwards. Since then, we have given more than 2,000 people training. And our journey started with the protected cultivation, but all the people cannot adopt the protected cultivation. So open field is also part of it. Precision and cutting edge technology can be integrated in open field also for off-season production. In the same journey, we have done few of CSR project. We have conducted a special customized training for NGO also. Then we realized in 2017 that there must be one forum because in India, one man cannot be encyclopedia and we cannot reach all the people. So I am editor-in-chief of Indian Horti magazine also. This is bi-monthly magazine through which I am trying to connect the dots of horticulture business. Because in India, always the production is one side, marketing another side, processing another side, and export is a Ministry of FPDA and Customer Commerce Ministry segment. So most of the time, people they get confused. What is actually a proper business plan? So that's why this is magazine. I trying to connect the gaps, and this is basically for agri business oriented agri entrepreneur. And for the B2B collaboration and latest technology as per our challenges, we conduct sometime agri study tour also. And here you can see the picture. Mr. Vimal Kaul, he was also going to speak, I think, in the same month at same forum. And yes, a startup journey also, because during this period, we are not traditional farmer or traditional consultant. We always look for the best, solution for our challenges. So like one of the project I'm working currently on agrivoltaic project, where we are going to do the solar and agriculture together. Greenhouse microclimate, because in the North India, more than 70% greenhouse are failed because of bad climate. This technology is very good during the winter, but during the summer it become a culprit, and because of very high temperature and humidity, our farmer are not able to grow any crop 4 to 5 months. So some of the innovative project I'm working on that also, and of course indoor farming for the commercial project we are also working on that with some group. So what is our working model? Means generally our potential client or agri-business people who want to do, they invite us and they ask us to plan the project as per their area, surrounding crop pattern, market linkage, distance, road connectivity. There are lots of things we need to study before beginning and before minimizing the, narrowing our profitable business model. Without these things, I have seen most of the time people get some kind of information from Google and YouTube and they start the business and they later they fail. So this is a first step. You need to do project feasibility study about your projects. Then project execution, there are lots of subsidies being provided by the government. You may avail something, you may not avail something. Same like a greenhouse subsidy is being provided by the state government, from National Horticulture Board also. But all those things, nitty-gritty, customers do not have any clear idea. So this is our one of the tasks to discuss about your project financial, how much you can take loan, what will be the interest rate, how will return. So this is also very important factor. And then project operation, where plant bed preparation till crop harvesting and marketing. Until unless marketing you are not able to do at right price, there is no of the project can be viable economically. So these are the basic three phase, and a person need to work systematically, and you can never rely on the copy and paste model in agriculture. Please examine your own area, your own crop, and then only proceed ahead. So these are our outline. This way we help our people. So let's start with the horticulture. Vegetable is one of the most perishable commodities, as you know, but it's always the price is fluctuating. Same tomato may be 8 rupee kg, and same tomato will be 80 rupee kg. So this is a one of the model which is, I think those people who do not have much land, very small land, you can start this business to make the nursery, give the people nearby. Of course, it should be the vegetable growing area, and after giving one revenue will come while selling the nursery, and that most of the people and most of the endogen center are doing that. That is a traditional business model. But being a professional agribusiness person, what you may do or add on, establish another kind of integrated pack house. So try to sell your specific variety and ask the farmer, once you will harvest, please bring it back, I will collect it. And after putting into your aggregation center, do the grading, sorting, and packaging, and then you are having commanding area of 1 acre, but suppose you have a 50-acre area, then only you can come in the marketing and you can cut down your cost. This is called hub and spoke model. And that's why government center, they provide the nursery and think their job is done. But any private entrepreneur, they have to think about the marketing. So this way you need to think. So I hope most of the people will be aware, but still I will say in the brief, this is a without soil, we are making this nursery, and many nursery people are selling, but how you will identify this is my good nursery or bad nursery? You have to thick the stem thickness. This is the first thing. Another, the root should not be yellow, it should be white in color. The leaf color, if suppose yellow leaf and something, it means nitrogen deficiency. And it should not have any kind of insect. It should be very hygienic. We call it the ICU of the nursery. And suppose you have taken 200 nursery in one tray, one thermal tray, then all the nursery of having uniform height. If you will take a different stage height, what will happen? At some day you will harvest some crop, and another manpower you need for another harvesting. So most of the time we do not calculate this kind of thing, and that's why our manpower cost increase. So you need to take care such kind of things. All the my seedlings should be at uniform stage, and you have to transplant the right time. The biggest advantage, it is not nursery. You see, there are many advantages of this technology. In India, Seed Act 1966 Act says that you are able to make a 65% germination. You can commercialize your seed. But suppose somebody is making nursery in the open field and you are making nursery in this system, your germination can be more than 95%. So in the germination itself, you are making 30% profit. As you know, the most of the hybrid seed company, the seed cost is very high now. Earlier seed used to come in the gram, but now seeds are coming in the by number. Seedless cucumber seeds around 6 to 7 rupees, capsicum 7 to 8 rupees, cherry tomato 9 to 10 rupees. So each and every price, especially the exotic section, the cost is very high, and we have to be very careful in the germination aspects. So now you can see I am based in Haryana, so I will talk the what is a common practice here. We transplant in the month of September, and suppose you are bringing 1 month old seedling, which of course we are making in the fan pad system. So after 2 months you can make your harvesting. So whatever the harvesting will come in November, that will be your best harvesting, and it will bring you a better price, because the moment December and January, February come, the nearby farmer will be also having a harvesting. So this seedling is giving you a period where you can prepone your harvesting, and that prepone is a more important than why that's why you are making more profit. If it is coming in the season, you may not get the desired price. And similarly, tomato, cucumber, and capsicum, the threes are more common crop. So tomato 9 months, capsicum 9 months, but cucumber in 1 year we take two times, and winter and summer. And as per your location, you can decide, because after 120 days the crop is finished. So this is a very easy crop, cucumber, and seedless cucumber has boomed like anything, and most of the farmers are doing very handsomely, and around 5 to 6 lakh rupees per acre they can generate from it. And of course, it's tomato, cherry, regular, and beef stick. There are three category. Since I am based in Karnal, if I will grow cherry tomato here, I may not be able to sell in the Karnal. If you are in the Gurgaon, you can grow the cherry tomato and you can easily sell. So while selecting your crop, you need to be very cautious in how much transportation it will cost and how much demand you can meet and what will be your supply chain model. Similarly, cucumber is very good crop. Both the places we can grow and sell. Colored capsicum is also exotic segment, and which is the most premium segment in the protected cultivation. Green capsicum everybody can sell, but color, of course, you need urban people. So this way you need to understand these are some projects we have done in Jhajjar district in Haryana only. Seedling is for 12-acre farm, but after taking NHB subsidy, people were not able to run. As I said, more than 70% greenhouse fail. So the problem is that government is giving the subsidy, government is giving you lots of uh, fiscal structure and support, but know-how is missing, and that's why farmers are not able to cope up with this. So the soft skill is very much important in such kind of segment. And I have seen most of the company people are having agronomists, but their agenda to sell the product, they are not vaguely, able to give that much desired production as farmer expectation. So as I said, these are the traditional thing. I hope in this forum, all the people must be aware about the horticulture sector and potential. So I'm not going into basic detail, but I will talk about some kind of novelty. You see, I told you only 3 crops can be grown in the greenhouse, but in this picture, you can see somebody is making the nursery of onion in the greenhouse. It is only 60 days, 45 days to 50 days generally takes onion nursery. But this picture is not from Haryana. This picture is from Gujarat. We have done one project in Mahua district, and there we have grown the nursery because the beauty of that place, the temperature never go beyond 30 degrees. So what happened during the monsoon, they prepared the nursery ahead of season. And then once monsoon stopped, they transferred into field, and they are having harvesting. They always try by the month of December. And in the month of November, December, price is very high. And this area is more famous for the processing variety of onion. So they are growing white onion also. So, and what happened? Initially, December and January, they sell almost around 25 to 30 rupees per kg onion in the market. But after 15th January, all the people onion harvest come, then the processor company, they started to procure their onion, because white onion, there will be less water content. And 90% processed onion is being exported from Mahua. So that is called agribusiness model. So they had a cluster over onion, and they put the processing people, their infrastructure. Being a coastal state, they started to export to European market. Of course, there are some challenges also, but this is called agribusiness thoughts. In between picture, you can see kind of chal method. If suppose somebody harvesting the kharif onion in the month of April, May, so they want to store it. So you can store in such kind of a structure for 1 or 2 months, and then after 2 months, you can get the better price. What happens if these kind of buffering infrastructure farmer will not have? He has to always face the distress, means the seasonal glut, like we see the MP, farmer throw the onion in the street. So you need to understand your crop, season, market, storage, processing, value addition, all the things. Then only you can decide the best variety for that dedicated purpose. This is just a graph to show you how much onion, all the people complain why onion price is very high, but they do not understand our agroclimatic zone challenges. So you see the blue line shows that the wholesale price and the retail price, the margin you can see. So still farmer is not able to make that much profit. And another picture you can see how the supply increase in the market, like April, May, when the most of the onion is in the market, the seasonal glut come. So those people who are smart, they are storing the onion. Otherwise, they are just selling at very low price. And once you will see October and November, what we call in the terms of Eid to Diwali, this is a top period. If some onion farmer or you want to make any business, you have to see in which pocket you can grow, and you can supply onion in this period. If you can bring harvesting, storage, whatever intervention you bring, you give me onion in the month of October and November, you can make much more profit rather than selling in the April. So being an innovator or being a smart farmer, you have to address this kind of thing. Of course, there are the challenges, but you have to work on that. So this is a one just format how we start to work. First, we compile annual weather, monthly wise, rain, humidity, all the things, and then only we see. Okay, this is the my sowing time. Of course, there will be the chances of rain or monsoon. So what could be the alternate solution? Until unless you will not make your seasonal calendar, you cannot make any profitable business plan. Our first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru said, everything can wait, but agriculture cannot. So you need to be very, familiar with your climate in that agroclimatic zone. Another model I would like, I am sharing because if I started with the exotic segment, some people say this is not our cup of tea. So I'm giving you very cheap where the farmer works, onion, tomato, potato. Even with these commodities also you can make the money. Just you have to think out of box. So that's why I'm not focusing on exotic segment, because that need more capital. If some farmer do not have greenhouse, without that also you can make some of the profit. Another example I would like to share about the potato seeds. Potato seed, you can see this gangetic plain, most of the potato we are growing, and around 32% of total country potato is being grown in Uttar Pradesh. Because you see another West Bengal and Assam, because I have done my PhD from West Bengal, so I know how much potato they eat. Even they eat in the chicken also. But the problem is that Assam and Bengal, they cannot make a potato seeds, so they are totally relying on the Punjab. So most of the seeds go from Punjab to the every season to Assam and West Bengal. So this is one of the commodities where you can make the lots of money. I see in the potato farmer in the Uttar Pradesh, they are totally confined to Kufri Jyoti and traditional variety, and they are going table purpose. There are two purpose of seed potato category. One is called table purpose, one called processing purpose. So that's why our farmers do not get the potato seed of processing variety, so they are not able to switch over that. Now you can see Gujarat. Recently, in last 10 years, Gujarat has come up like anything, and it has become a hub of the processing sector. And of course, in Karnataka and Hassan region, there are some pockets, they are very good potato. So one company, McCain, is there. They did 7-year in India multi-location trial, and they found Gujarat is the best place for the processing purpose. The reason, because in Haryana also we grow the potato, but in Haryana during the October to February or March, we are having the winter, and in our winter we are having lots of fog. We are having lots of fog, so our plant do not get much of the sunlight, and our soil is a clay soil basically. So because of these climatic barrier, our productivity is around 22 ton per hectare something, and in Gujarat they are growing 46 ton per hectare, because in Gujarat the sandy soil is there. In their winter there is no fog, they are getting plenty of sunlight. So that's why these kind of things makes a much better processing. And of course, being a sandy soil, so moisture content do not retain in the tuber zone, rhizosphere, that percolate down. So the water content will be the less in the processing variety. That is a primary requirement for that. Another is a reducing sugar, because if you will make the chips with the table purpose, after frying it will become black. But if it will be processing purpose, there won't be any Maillard reaction. It will be not a black. So lots of biology, physiology is connected with your agriculture. But problem is that the multinational companies, they come, they study the model, they have hired the team agronomists, they understand the potential and challenges, and then they invest the money. Here what happened on being a layman Indian, if we just Google and somebody is saying, okay, we can grow the kesar here also, we can grow apple also, and we try and be, just hunting in the dark. It may work, it may not work. So you need to be very smart while planning and execution of any business. So what I'm saying, rather than growing potato, why farmer cannot make a potato seeds? And if you make the potato seed, you can sell at very good price. I will give you the economics of this model also. First, I will try to, India is a very big country, and sometimes you have to compare with the export market also. As you know, this crop came from the Peru and all those things, but we are in tropical, subtropical country. In European country like a Dutch, they are having much better production than us. But you have to see what is our location geographical. Being our tropical, subtropical zone, we are growing in our winter. But European people they grow their potato in summer. Our crop cycle is less, their crop cycle is more. Their temperature is different, our is different, humidity is different. So because of those things, there are lots of difference. But anyway, in our climate, how and better way we can plan our crop for more productivity, and how we can give it to the more processing industry. So that's why you need to understand. Let's say any processing variety, because the breeder, they make the variety. Okay, so first time you have to take this such kind of culture tube plants from the CPRI Shimla, that is the apex body of potato in India, and that need to be virus inducing. There don't be any virus. Then you will grow in traditional way only 4 to 5 months in such kind of net house. So what will happen in this? There will be some mortality, but of course, whatever tuber seed you will harvest, that will be mini tuber, and this mini tuber seed called first generation, and then mini tuber seed you will sow, and next generation you will harvest the crop. Then you will get foundation 2, foundation 1. This will be like a chain, and after 4th generation you will be getting certified seed. So if any new variety coming in the market, so that seed will be available to farmer around 3 to 4 years after. And here is a trick. Our farmer is growing outdated variety, old variety, and there is our seed replacement rate of potato is very poor. So there is a need, if young and educated people can come and can do such kind of a small area business, just make you breeder seed or make a foundation one and give it to nearby farmer and then procure it. And once you are having volume, then you can talk to the processing people, or you can start, micro enterprises at chips and bhujia, like Indore people, they do lots of opportunities there, because potato is a poor man crop. Anyone can eat it and anyone process it. That can be easily sellable in the market. So this is kind of cost economics. As I said, once you are buying culture tube from our government bodies, 5,000 rupees one culture tube it will cost. And for whole year, you will be multiplying in the tissue culture room, 6 to 8 cycle. And after that, you will grow in the net house. Most of the time they grow in the cocoa pit media also. So whatever tuber you are harvesting at that stage, that is called breeder seed or mini tuber seed, and that sell around 6 rupees if it is table purpose. If it is processing variety, 8 to 10 rupees also you can get. And then second year means when October you have to sow the same crop, and you will multiply and you will harvest it. This is called foundation 1. Of course, there are some mechanism. There is a state certifying agency. They will come, they will see your crop, and then when you have to do pollination, when you have to harvest, there's a SOP for that. Then only you will be able to get certification. So once you will get the certification, then you can easily sell around 50 to 52 rupees kg, this foundation 1. Similarly, next year you go next generation, then foundation 2 will come, and that price is around 30 to 32 rupees per kg. And this is a government rate. If you are talking about some peculiar variety, having like LR, Lady Rosetta, one variety is there, or some other seed, you can fetch better price than this. And 4th year, whatever tuber you will grow, whatever you will be harvest, that seed you will be giving to farmer, just certified seed, that is around 14 to 50 rupee kg. So if you are above in this chain, you will get more price. If you are coming, and you less require of land. If you are coming below this chain, you need a more land, and your price margin will be the less. But what our farmer are doing, they are just buying the seed 7 to 8 generation, which are already outdated, and we are growing, and they are selling in the market up to 4 to 5 rupees. So this, because farmer do not understand what is a seed, how to make the seed, where to sell it, who can sell, all the information gap. And that's why our potato farmers are crying in this country. But at the same time, lots of companies, PepsiCo, McCain, ITC, Mahindra, JTPC, all the companies, they are working with the same commodities, but they are running in the profit, and farmer is just throwing just like that. So this is a gap here. And another thing I would like to tell, in potato processing, there's a huge scope, because our production is around 54 million metric ton per year. and our local domestic consumption is around only 43 or 44 million metric ton. So we have 10 million metric ton surplus production, and this is very heavy commodity. We cannot export it without processing it. So that it's bulky and it's having water also. So this is a requirement. Why we cannot switch our farming community to processing variety, and why we cannot put micro enterprises or food processing industry so that we can store it and we can consume it at lower price. So now you can see how if in India top to bottom you travel. So far I have traveled more than 15 states. So I understand some point may be weak point in Haryana, but that will be the beauty for the other state. So within the interstate, we have a huge business prospect in the, especially in the horticulture sector. You can see the Kharif onion is early sowing potato. They are growing in the during the summer in some part of the country. And then early Rabi is there, then the Rabi. Now in our university package of practice, we know potato is a Rabi crop and we have to sow the potato in the October and November. That is called traditional knowledge. Now I travel the farmer field, I can show in Gurgaon, people are growing melon in the month of December. They are putting, low tunnel and they are protecting their crop. Region, they know this is not a winter crop, but they want to prepone their harvesting, and that is the economics. So all those, studies and knowledge we have to break, then only we can make a profit in horticulture sector. Either you change your climate or you convert you play, or you control your microclimate. Then only you can make a profitable business. So as per their sowing, as per their crop cycle, you will harvest around 120 to 120 days as per the short day variety, long day variety. So you have to see, and I can say a very layman example. Here in Delhi, North India, by the month of November, we get the potato from the cold store. And then our Punjab farmer, they harvest before maturing their crop and they sell the new potato in the market, and it will be almost double price. And everybody want the fresh potato, naya wala aloo. The region, it is a fresh. Why they prefer? Because cold storage potato during the storage starts converted into glucose. So that becomes sweet in the taste and people do not like that taste. And new potato, it will be fresh potato, more delicious, and there is no CIPC treatment. So health conscious wise also, it will be very good for the consumption. So this way, seasonal market price fluctuation, harvesting window, consumer behavior, lots of things you need to tackle. Then only you can understand, okay, I will make sugar-free potato, or I can make a, chips one variety potato, and I will fetch better retail market for my business. So even with the potato also, you can make the money. So this is a purpose of showing how diversify our crop system in India. And this is a new technology, aeroponic, which is to make the potato seed, which I was telling in the beginning, 6 to 8 rupees or 8 to 10 rupees also you can sell it in Punjab. Now in Haryana, Potato Technology Center has come, 1200 square meter area, 3 unit, and they are about to make 2 million breeder seed, and Karnataka government is buying from them. So you see, a private company already doing their own business parallel to that. So this much requirement of their potato seed in India, and we are not able to meet their local requirement. Whenever I go northeast, they're always struggling for the quality potato seeds, because whatever potato seed they get, that is not very good. So why they are not getting? Because potato seeds, you should grow in some kind of area where aphid should not be there. What happened when you will grow potato in the hot area like West Bengal, why Odisha, why they are not able to make? Because in the hot area, aphid will come. And once aphid will come, that will puncture the potato leaf. So cell sap will coming out, that will be oozing out. And from that cell sap, the virus will come and that can go inside the tuber also. So suppose if my quality seeds is not there and I have developed in Haryana and I sold to some Assam farmer, so I am giving him along with my potato seed, I am giving him virus also. And this is very common problem. Whenever I visit any potato farmer field, most of the plant will be virus infected. And farmer believes this is my fault, I couldn't take care of my crop. But as a matter of fact, that virus has come along with the seeds. So we do not have very good system also, so that we can cross check without molecular PCR. We need such kind of regulation also, so that those people who are paying the good price, they should get virus free potato seeds. Generally, there are 13 kind of virus and by gene specific primer, we can check it whether this potato seed is having any virus or not. So this is of course good technology, but of course we are in India and all the people cannot afford such kind of technology. So we have come up with this innovative technology. Rather than making a potato seed in that aeroponic system, very highly sophisticated, you can make potato seed in the sterilized cocoa peat also, and which is a USP of our South India. They have as agro base. So we have done this thing in the Haryana, and apart from this, we have tried some other substance also from we have in the rice belt. So lots of fly ash we get it in Karnal in Haryana. So we have tried some way with rice husk also along with the cocoa peat, and we have seen how it affect the potato skin development. So very promising result came. We can make potato seeds sterilized media even in the cocoa peat also. So you have to cut down the cost. And now in aeroponic also another method has come from tissue culture. Directly you cut and you transplant into cocoa peat media. Again, you can get the breeder seed. So there is no need of aeroponic technology also. We have cut down that thing that called shoot tip cutting method for the breeder seed production of potato. So technology is there. Most of the problem, what happened, we are not able to disseminate. Why we are not able to disseminate? Sometime, farmer is not connected with us, or we are not able to reach them, and we are not able to demonstrate as his field. Our job to demonstrate along with him, not selling the one product and run away from his field. That will never solve our country problem. Now, of course, the ICT, this is a one Dutch company. What they do, because in India, I always had the regret to say that we are confined. Agriculture people, they never discuss with the IoT people or engineering people. And most of the innovation now you will see in last 5-6 years is coming from the other discipline, whether drone or IoT and this kind of sensor, ICT. These people now who are able to understand our need, agriculture challenges, they are coming up. This is nothing, it is kind of plastic potato. They are sowing it along with the potato seed in the soil, and it is kind of probe. And you can configure with your mobile. And what will happen? How much moisture is there? Whether any heat stress is there, temperature, you can find out, and you can make a fertigation schedule. And along with the harvesting, you can harvest it, how much pressure it is getting your potato tuber. And it will be packed in the baggage, and it will can kept in the storage also, storeroom, cold store. So what happened most of the time, storage people, they cut the light, and they just to save the electricity cost. And most of the time, farmer potato get rotten. So there is again debate who was the culprit. So this way you can real time monitor what is the storage, how is the transportation, everything you can track. And this kind of things is coming. And I think, of course, it is not a need of our immediate farmer. Those people who are working at commercial scale, for them, this is a very good tool. And similar many tools, I do not have much time, but I want to say, you see, those things are there. In India, people are using, but still most of the people are not aware about it. All these kind of things will minimize your risk. And these are some ideas how you can reduce or how you can make a blueprint of your any agri-business model. Because you see, horticulture is a very big sector. I cannot give all the example. I just try to give few examples through high tech and some example with low tech. So prior research about your crop and area, that is the foremost point, and nobody knows. Even I do not know from here what is the your area strength and weakness. Weather analysis along with the soil, water, electricity. Most of the time I get the calls are hydroponic karna hai, and I ask what is your water EC, this is sweet water. Nobody admit that their water quality is a one constraint. And without testing their water and soil, people are investing for hydroponic and greenhouse project, and later they found this site location was not suitable for this kind of project. These are the blunder people they do. Still it's happened in most of the places. Connectivity and human resource. Road connectivity is one important parameter. Human resource. We are getting BSc, MSc as a student, but they do not have a practical knowledge. So we need to understand how to get the skilled human resource, and apart from that, how to retain the skilled human resource. Most of the time I see they give very minimal wages, and because of that, the good person, they never stay at one place. They always jump here and there because of better remuneration. Consult domain expert about your business model feasibility. Whatever you make or think, first discuss with the domain expert. And those domain experts should not be kind of some vendor or some seed company supplier or something, who can you give you unbiased opinion. Then only you can understand whether he is right or wrong. And that person will be only the person who is not going to sell you anything. Prepare project report before stepping in. Whatever, either you are going to bank loan, you are taking subsidy, you understand everything, and then only start your work. Because it's not like you have started, now fund is not there, your work will be halted and it will be a big blunder. I have seen this thing also. Financial liquidity is always a big challenge in agriculture. Season and market is the most prevalent factor in agriculture. Sometimes people are growing lettuce and there is no market. Hydroponic lettuce, there is no brand. It's a greenhouse cucumber, there is no market. So you have to understand whether you are putting this to invest. So what is your cost of cultivation and how much you are going to get in the market. Without this economics, you can never make a viable business project. Multi-display approach, as I said, ICT and all these things is the need of our. By using such kind of tool, we can minimize our risk in the agribusiness. We can make very smooth an operation, because the very common word we say, agriculture is an unorganized sector. And by using this tool, we have to make our horticulture or agriculture as an organized sector. And that is a difference. One private sector, they do anything, and a farmer is not able to do, because we are unorganized. So we need to be organized. I see FPO culture is coming in India. Some FPO are doing very good. Some FPO are not doing able to good. It's all the management and who are the team, how much skilled and how much exposure they have. So these are the basic points I just wanted to share with you people. I know the many domain experts will come and they will talk about any big project, but that project cannot be copy and paste. You are the local person. You have to evaluate those projects as per your requirement, as per your investment, as per your market economics. So I think whatever limited time I had been given, in that time I tried to finish and wind up. And this is my summary. Within 30-40 minutes, whatever I could share with you people, I have shared. And I would be very happy if any answer related to any horticulture business. I am not encyclopedia, but still, whatever experience I have, I would love to share with you.
Thank you, Dr. Akhilesh Kumar, for a very detailed presentation. I'll now take up the questions from our participants. First question is, what will you list some of the most successful projects implemented by your firm, Eden Horti?
May I know who is asking the question and from which state he is?
It's anonymous. The participant hasn't given the details.
I have done one project, some picture I showed you in Jhajjar district in Haryana, where water quality was an issue. But that one picture, those picture, the seedling and all those things, we have shown there. Actually, our genesis was from Endogel project Gharauda. So most of the agronomists are from there. And currently, we are working for the paper farm also. That is one of the company. They have acquired more than 200-acre greenhouses here. One of my agronomists is working for them. And we are only the knowledge base. We do not make any, we do not sell anything. So they are availing our services. This onion project we have done in Mahua, as I said you, in Gujarat. One project currently I am planning in Kutch. That's 10-acre project. Of course, that will be having some microclimate greenhouse, which I am talking. So yeah, in one Mizoram we have done for the turmeric project for low volume and high value product. So because they are having high curcumin contents, and some grower in Hisar district here working for the strawberry grower. One project we have done in Sonipat also, that was a 12-acre farm, and his same client had a production site during the winter in the Himachal Pradesh, Sundarnagar. So 6 months we do on hilly and 6 months on the plain this way. So it depends actually. It is not like a vendor key. I can give the list. These are the project we have done, because these are the project we have consulted at longer duration. Sometimes what happens, people invite us, they discuss the feasibility, and then they do not carry forward, because we do not say, because most of the project I'm very firm. I say it is not viable, or what are the real economics I share with them. I know the lots of NCR people, they are running behind hydroponic, Faridabad, Gurgaon, Delhi, but we give our very clear and open opinion whether it is feasible or viable or not. I hope I have addressed his questions.
Yes. And the next question is, Yeah. What are your typical consultancy fee? Is there a minimum size of project that you get involved with?
Yeah, this is a good question actually, and it's a very fundamental question. If you visit my website, you have to go in a frequently asked questions section. I have given all these answers. But anyway, in the short, I can say if horticulture business you are doing, so minimum area 8 to 10 acres you should have. Look, people have 1 or 2 acre land, and you would talk over phone whether you want to do hobby purpose or commercial. No, sir, commercial. Commercial project in horticulture you cannot do in 1 acre or 2 acre, and that's why 70% greenhouse are fail. 1 acre, 2 acre cannot bring any economics. You see, it's like you are staying in the hostel, and I am cooking my food, my neighbor is cooking his own food, and we are cooking together and eating together, and we calculated our balance sheet, and I realized that per day our meal cost is 100 rupees. But one day we decided let's make 4 group and we should operate one canteen. And then we done for 1 month and we calculated our balance sheet. Our per meal per day meal cost now have been reduced more than 30%. This is agriculture business. So what I can say, like you go in Haryana, one place in Sonipat, Manoli district, more than 25-acre people, they are growing the capsicum, and that's one of the best model. So when I say the 70% greenhouse fail, it means 30% are running successfully. So this kind of economics is very much important. Even though you have small land, as I said, seedling business you can do, but whether that will be viable or not, that you have to start from there. So there are many factors which affect your business viability. And of course, as per the consultancy fee is one time, it depends where you are inviting me in Haryana or you are inviting me in Tamil Nadu. So as per the duration, we charge on the mandate basis. And afterward, how much size, how much information, how big team I need to involve. Accordingly, we make the blueprint and we charge the fee. And of course, it is not very high. We always believe it should be reasonable so that farmer can make the money, and then we can have some other kind of revenue model. We do not want to impose ourselves.
Okay. And next question is from our participant, Mr. Venkateshappa. He says,
Yeah.
I am a mango grower from Chikkbellapur district in Karnataka. And his question is, he is doing self-marketing with our own brand name. Can you
Very
help
good.
me for mango processing for pulp?
Yeah, that's good question. He's doing the branding very nice. As I said, paper farm, one new company. Just last year, this IT group came in North India, and they have acquired more than 200 acre, aggregated the greenhouses. And just after harvesting, they put the sticker on their cucumber, colored capsicum. Although it is going through the main mandi, Ajadpur, but whenever it's going to the retail, they are having and retaining their own brand. One sticker, how much it will cost? But slowly they will come into the retail sector also. So this is a very much important. If you are having a commercial scale, you should have your own brand. And as for the processing, it depends. Next question was regarding processing or export.
It's about processing.
Yeah, processing, you can do lots of things. You have to see which variety it is, what are the quality it is, and what you want to process. CFTRA Mysore is there, Nectam Thanjavur is there. These are the some places from where you can get the technical help. They can help you. But I am in Maharashtra, in Aurangabad also, and in Kutch also. From Kutch Kesar and Aurangabad, the Alfonso and all those kind of varieties being exported to the international market. And I know in USA we are exporting. Since you are Karnataka, you can tap this opportunity also. Because in UP also we grow very good quality of mango. Our problem is this key, our fruit fly problem in the mango. If you are having one fruit fly, your consignment will be rejected. So, and another avenue I can say, um, there's nanoparticle coating, one technology had come, because mango, once you are exporting, it's quite bulky. Your transportation charges will be very high. So some technology has come, what rather than selling the mango, they are exporting the mango pulp. So they are just peeling the mango and then they are slicing it. They are putting some coating, and with 14 days shelf life, they are exporting to the foreign country. Of course, in India, we may not like such kind of practice, but international player, they love the taste, but they do not want to cut and eat. It's not very, comfort. They want to use fork and spoon. So for them, this kind of avenues is also open. And I think Maharashtra government, APEDA, has developed very good gamma radiation facility. so through which they are able to, do that much export. I hope in Karnataka government also, if you can aggregate that much volume, so that is untapped area, and mango can be export also for making much better revenue. And of course, processing is having good value. Lots of people doing, and I don't know which variety and what kind of processing will be suitable for him. But I have given the reference for the concerned institutes who can help him.
Okay. Next question is, do you provide services all over India?
Yes, ma'am. We have provided services across 15 states, and we have traveled Nepal also. And it depends place to place what kind of services they need, and we customize our services as per the project requirement. Uh, but in Kerala, I have never done any project. Up to Uti, we have traveled.
Okay. Next question is, do you also provide any guarantee to sell the produce in the projects you take up?
This is the biggest problem, and here I think people need to understand. I cannot predict, or even they cannot predict their life cycle. In the pandemic, these are living beings. These are not physical entity. You can never ask if any government, any consultant or any company they claim, they generally fool the people. I know most of the time they are selling the nursery with the commitment I will buy back, and that's why they are selling the seed and then they run away. Some farmer has been cheated by some company. They gave him the turmeric seeds and they said I will buy back at this guaranteed price. So please do not dwindle. You have make your own economics. Nobody can give the guarantee. This is agriculture commodities. In the pandemic, suddenly the things happen, and I think it's not a professional attitude. Also in agriculture, it's in biological thing. I cannot predict my life cycle, my wife life cycle, my kids life cycle. Sir, it's your area, your crop management. I can guide only. I can help you from here. That the marketing is not any. You have to go. Then you please go to processing people. They will take, but I'm sure you'll be not happy with their price. For example, I will give you some case studies, then you will able to understand. This in Mahua, when they buy from a farmer, one thus his price will be least because of seasonal cloud, then only procure. When potato processing company are buying from farmer, they never pay more than 6 rupees. I have one company in Karnal. They want ki I am buying back the contract at this price. And of course, they are putting there lots of restriction also. Then you come the tomato. Tomato, whatever the processing company, they will buy in the month of only April and May. And they never pay more than 4 to 5 rupees per kg tomato. So you have to see the processing company will be also not in viable mode because there is a raw material cost, operational cost, packaging cost, blah, blah. So they have to run the industry, but they want lowest price. So you have to see which, because these commodities are not having MSP. These are the horticulture commodities, and as per the season, maybe you are giving me 20 rupee onion today, but you will say in the month of August it will be 80 rupees. So I will not buy it. And that's if you go in the big hotel and restaurant, they also make 3-month inventory. After 3 months, what will be price? They are not going to tell anyone. So as per the market, it's driven. So you need to understand it is not a physical science, it's a biological science, and the cost economics agriculture can never be done in Excel sheet. So I think wherever you are, you analyze your own crop, own market. I have given the second last slide. These are the tips. It's not if I am saying you and you will think all the risk I will take over and your money will be safe. I always suggest this kind of segment. Please invest in the market, share market rather than agriculture.
Okay. Next question is, what are the difficulties you face in your horticulture consultancy business?
Very good question. And I am very happy that somebody asked this question. The biggest problem since in India, people pay the doctors, people pay the lawyer, people pay the, any kind of domain for their knowledge services. In agriculture sector, for knowledge, nobody want to pay. Okay, the reason they believe it should come as a free of cost, because our population, our people have been pampered by the government through subsidy. So why they will pay only for the knowledge? So this is a one biggest challenge as a consultant. Many people they ask, make your writing, tutorial, YouTube channel and all those things. And many people are doing also. We are not interested because we understand the life science barrier. Being a 15 year, I have done genetic engineering, molecular biology. I understand transcriptomics, genomics, metabolomics, all those things you have to see. Agriculture is the most complicated science, and we have to deal with the least educated person, that is a farmer. That is another challenge for us. So like ICT, mobile app, immediately I can learn, but agriculture, it never happened like this. And third thing, ROI. Whatever they pay, they expect it should come immediately. You see, I am like a teacher. I am investing in the knowledge and educating the farmer or children like that. One day, your plant or any fruit plant, it will be perennial, 3 month, 3 year, it will take. Vegetable, it will take 3 to 9 months as per the crop cycle. So your revenue will come, but knowledge is a one-time investment. But whatever you are going to learn, that will be good, keep improvement, and you can make the profit in future continuously. So these are the some basic challenges in India. Nobody want to pay for the knowledge. Another thing, so many agriculture universities are there, horticulture departments are there, so many free of cost webinar is going on there. Why to pay this? If I, being a consumer, I will ask the same thing. I think I can get all the information what Dr. Akhil is talking. Everything is available in the Google. So please, you go ahead with that. Nobody has stopped it. And this is where I have seen in Israel. They respect the knowledge, they respect the experience, and then only you can make a feasible and viable project. This is only 1% or maybe 2% of your total project cost, but it will ensure your project investment. In India, people put 1 CR, 2 CR investment for the greenhouse project, but they never consult it. And after putting the investment, they regretted that I have invested, I have burned my hand, something like that. So if that much investment you can do in the beginning itself, so I think you can minimize your risk. So I think still in India, there are some people, they are working, but yes, it will take some time. We are in the transition phase in India. Now people understand the value of our knowledge and experience, and they are ready to pay also. And that's why I'm making my bread and butter. I do not sell seed. I do not sell any pesticide. I do not sell any fertilizer. I just want to sell my knowledge. I want to make my bread and butter, and we have a good team. I am not an encyclopedia, so I need to take their help also.
Okay. Next question is, how will you compare our Indian agriculture research with countries like Netherlands and Israel?
So as I said in that graph, Netherlands is in a temperate country. Israel is a tropical subtropical. When I was doing my postdoctoral research at Volcani Center in Israel, most of the time I used to be one of the invited speakers from the embassy side or Ministry of Agriculture side. One or two experience I would like to share. Mr. Ashok Gehlot came from Rajasthan, and 2 projects he brought in 2012 around olive plantation and the date plantation. Olive plantation project was completely failed, because he believed that our climate and Israel climate are similar and we can manage it. But our climate is different and Mediterranean climate is different. So what happened? The olive fruit size was very small. So because of that, the oil extraction was also very less. So that didn't work very nicely, and probably they are making now olive leaves, putting in the tea and making olive tea in Rajasthan. ROCL, if you will Google it, you may get the information. Date plantation also, we are much better than Israel in our productivity, but our problem is that because of monsoon, our shelf life of date palm is very less. Within 14 days, you are getting your fungal infection from where it is the pedicel is connected the food. So problem is that processing segment we are poor. So for any viable business model, you need to understand all the nitty-gritty. What Israeli people they are having a edible vaccine mechanism. They conduct, kind of small vaccine coating and they centrifuge it. So that's why they are able to process it, and they are making much more profit. Even frozen date palm also you can get over there. But India still most of the thing I think coming from Dubai and other thing, we are not able to do R&D in this. I am a PhD from CSIR lab. I have US patent. I have international publications, and then I worked in IRE Pusa, New Delhi, also 5 years, and then I worked in Israel 5 years. The biggest problem in India and Israel, I can compare you our extension system. Our scientists in Israel, even I have worked on the potato in Israel. I have worked on the pomegranate and peanuts also. We used to get our experimental sample direct from the farmer field. In India, what happened? We are doing research in the isolation. All the universities, they are having own field, experimental field trial, and they are collecting sample from their own field, and then they are doing research. And once they have make any package of practice, they are giving to the extension people. And extension people dealing with the farmer, they are more busy in the subsidy and schemes explanation and paperwork. They are not dealing with the know-how. So these are the some challenges where I feel if India has to improve their extension system, I think educated youth has to come, and only through PPP model we can make it much better and revenue oriented. And so far, our extension is very weak, and that's why farmers are struggling. And we should have a market-led extension planning. What happened? We are always talking in our university, this is production, high production, high production. We have everything in surplus. The problem is the markets connection and the processing infrastructure, supply chain management. These are our weak point. So don't go through the volumetric. You see the financially which is more economical. So that is the, I think, where we need our policy maker need to think how they can make market led extension and market led crop planning also. And I hope slowly we will be able to do it. I'm sitting in Haryana and Punjab, which is most progressive states, and I know very rapidly in Haryana 92% land being utilized for wheat and paddy only, because there's a good mandi system. They are getting very good price, and without putting any much effort, they are making their good income. But those people who want to make more profit, they are adopting horticulture crop, because Asia largest mandi, the biggest population in NCR is sitting here. We are able to feed them during the winter, and because of same region, Himachal farmer is making good income during the summer, and Uttarakhand farmer are making good income. The thing, we should have the infrastructure and those kind of some facility from government side. Then we will be able to connect with the market. So these are the some challenges where we need to work together. And of course, innovative thinking, disruptive thinking is a key aspect, which probably we are not doing, because I do not see in my in India agriculture city we are having multidisciplinary research. Whatever presentations, whatever our research is confined only productivity data. This is a, I think, weak point we have.
Okay. Next question is, in which states do you see the farmers are more interested in settling modern horticulture projects?
Those states, they are having the coastal part. I think Karnataka is having good potential. Maharashtra 85% commodities horticulture only. Gujarat is doing very good now, and of course Kerala having a spices segment. In that way they are making. This way you can say Bengal still, I think they have a potential. Northeast whole, but lots of private players are coming. All organic hub is in the northeast states, I think, but they are going to other neighboring country. So those are untapped area. And of course, here in the North India, we are like a grid in Ajadpur market. In peri-urban area is booming like anything. Once it become very heat, then we are migrating towards a Himalayan region. One case study I can give our private sector, how they procure. Here they say, okay, I'm growing the lettuce, and this is a premium price. We go in the retail market, see 150 rupees. It does not happen like easy. And we started to calculate this much CR income can happen. We had a MOU with one of the biggest company in India. They are procuring iceberg lettuce. Their production system, I want to tell you so that you can understand how smartly you have to plan the project when you are working for any that scale. They grow 4-month iceberg lettuce in soil in Haryana. That is around November till February. Once our temperature hit beyond 25, they migrate to Kullu. 4 months they will grow in the Kullu. They have identified the farmer. They give their own nursery, own seed, own package of practice, and they buy. And once monsoon hit the Kullu, they migrate to Lahore Spiti. So they are paying for 20 rupees per kg to our farmer in Haryana, 40 rupees to Kullu farmer, and 60 rupees to Lahore Spiti farmer. And this is a way they are making a production cycle across the year. And they consume 8 tons per day iceberg lettuce. And these are the company, they provide Subway, Burger King, all those kind of retail chain, they are providing them. So this is called agribusiness. And you'll be surprised to know None of these companies from India. All the company US based, they are coming, they are hiring our manpower, our agronomists, they are outsourcing infrastructure and they are running the business. Only the problem is a lack of knowledge and information and business sense. We Indian are unable to tap our opportunity. I was in India, Israel, and I used to eat a basmati from Haryana itself. So this is a knowledge information. Now so many colleges are opening the agri business. I am publishing the magazine also, so I interview lots of policymakers, and you'll be surprised when I interacted with the agribusiness student. They are more towards the agribusiness growth, job, turnover. You can make lots of business within your country, but you need to understand the business potential. So somehow we are very not smart in the integrating our opportunity and right team. So we have to make a kind of holistic business sense regarding agriculture science. Then only we can make a very good business model, and we can create the employment also through agriculture.
Okay. I think now we have one last two. Okay. There are some appreciation messages which the participants have given to you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Participant says, "Great talk. Thank you. After your PhD, what made you decide to start Eden Horti?"
That's experience that I am having none of the degree in agriculture. That is maybe looking a bit awkward. When I was doing my MSc, I was MSc biotechnology student. At that time, BT cotton was booming like anything. I'm talking around 2001 or 2. That period, I thought the future is going to be transgenic crop. And that's why I pursue my career in the transgenic crop research. During my PhD, I did the transgenic research from CSIR lab. And then after finishing, I joined IRE Pusa. There also I did transgenic research on mustard. And luckily, I got the same. Once you have come in this stream, your publication, all those things will drag you into the same streamline. But once I went to Israel and I did again transgenic research on potato, but those ecosystem that called first exposure to startup ecosystem, I realized this is not need of our potato. Whatever I'm doing something, it is not my country problem. My country problem is something else in the potato. So that's why I decided. And when I was in Delhi Shastri Bhavan, I was giving interview for the Israeli postdoctoral fellowship. So the examiner asked me, "You are neither BSc agriculture nor MSc agriculture nor PhD in agriculture. Then how you are applying in agriculture?" Then my reply was that I accept I have none of the degree in agriculture, but since I master, I am working on the plant science. I have done my MSc on mulberry, PhD on mint, and now I'm working since last 4 years in IRA Pusa, which is most premier institute of agriculture. And I was working with joint director research, it's next to the director. So why he is retaining me since last 4 years? So I said, sir, I believe plant science and agriculture science is the same thing. You are talking in terms of the ton and kilogram. I'm talking in terms of the nanogram and picogram. That is the only difference. And why I have 3 invitation letter from Israel, and that also from Ministry of Agriculture. So anyway, I was selected. That was lucky. I got a very bold reply. I thought they may not take me, but this is the thing. Nobody has granted. Now, how drone has come in agriculture? If drone research is not their segment, so how the ITNs are doing lots of innovation? How Solentum, ICT? Now I'm working with some ICT company. I am advisor of one company. They are working in IoT in agriculture. So you see, innovation is a disruptive thinking. If I will remain molecular biologist, I can never do this thing. And when I see we are putting so much investment money for the making a transgenic, and that transgenic is not coming the field, what is the ROI of that kind of research? So that's why I realized I need to change my research field. But I'm very thankful because of this disruptive thinking. I learned, I understand the things at depth level. I understand microbiology also. I understand biochemistry also. I understand the transcriptomic also, metabolomics also, plant physiology also. So that is, I think, my USP. As an entrepreneur, I am still learning, and I'm, just exploring myself how much more I can learn. And through this, my consultancy business, I interact and travel a lot. That is the best thing. I think agriculture professional need to travel across country, within domestic country, within interstate, you can make lots of business model.
Okay. That's very good to know. And finally, one of our participants again has appreciated your work. I'll just read out his message.
Yeah.
He says, brilliant, uh, Dr. Akhilesh. Frank, honest presentation. Wish you all the best.
Thanks a lot. It's my pleasure. You people have given me this much time to share my experience. I hope and love and me to talk to you people. You have my mail ID. Thank you. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
I've
And thanks
shared
to
your
Agriculture Information. Yeah.
I've
You
shared
can
your
share them.
contact
I hope you.
information.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've shared your contact information with our participants, and now we have come to end of question round. And Agriculture Information Lawyer.com likes to thank Dr. Akhilesh Kumar for a very detailed presentation, very interesting presentation. And I also like to thank all the participants for asking the question and joining this meeting. The meeting will now be closed.